Okay, this is United Way's new home in the old Lafayette School, and this is the oldest section of the school over here. It dates back to 1911, so just over 100 years old. But United Way, Center Stage, and a couple of others are the newest tenants. And we're going to take a quick look through today. And we'll start by entering what is the main entrance for United Way and also for the Registrar of Voters. Okay, this is the main corridor. As you enter from the front, you can see a lot of light in the back. That's the back entrance, and Lafayette Fields are behind. On the right-hand side, you can see a display board of former United Way leaders. And this is set up for an open house today with a display of United Way materials and other community materials. This is a corridor leading down to the Levites room at the other end, and to the left at the very end will be another corridor leading to the Registrar of Voters. This is a plaque at the main entrance to the offices and Community Resource Center at United Way, giving thanks to those who generously donated both time and effort to make this possible. And now we'll take a walk through the office space for staff before we get to the conference rooms. This is the main entrance. As you enter the office, there's a little space for greeting people, and there are workstations on the left-hand side for the office manager, and this side for our director of data collection and use. There's plenty of storage area in here. And I need to point out at this point that all of the workstations were donated to United Way by HealthNet of the Northeast, so there was no cost to United Way for the materials themselves. As we get a little farther in, you can see workspace in the back. That's for the Director of Resource Development and also for the Volunteer Center Director. And then moving down the office space. On the right-hand side, there are workstations for a variety of functions, including interns, campaign volunteers, and there's also space there for the director for the Valley Council for Health and Human Services, and then there's also a print area. All right, this office we're going into right now will be the president's office. This was open space until the students in Edmund O'Brien followed up on the work by Fletcher Thompson to build the walls, and we'll see if we can get inside and get some pictures. All right, this office has a small conference table and chairs, as well as a regular workstation. Swing around, and it overlooks the former Lafayette Field, or actually still Lafayette Field, but this is where Shelton High School used to play their football games years and years ago. And again, all the furniture and equipment in this room was donated by HealthNet of Northeast. This is the workstation area for the Director of Resource Development. Again, space where the equipment donated by HealthNet. Very comfortable space, light and airy, plenty of light from the window, and again this overlooks Lafayette Field. And I'll swing around and we'll get the director of the Volunteer Center space. Okay, this is the other side of the work area for the director of the Volunteer Center. And again, all the spaces can be personalized to a certain degree, but they're very comfortable, very open, very airy, and very customizable. This area is the copying, mailing, printing center for United Way, with all the printers centralized and all the mailings going through this area. One of the unique features of the space is this kitchen area, which services the conference rooms and also provides space for staff. And this was the signature of Mike Marcinick. Really designed this to service the whole facility. And again, you'll see there's a refrigerator in there, water, places to cook and prepare food for any of the meetings going on in this space. There's also a big screen TV for any meetings that might be held in this area. Very comfortable, very helpful. One of the goals in building this space was to have community meeting space, particularly for the nonprofit community. And we're grateful for the support of the Catherine Matthews Foundation, which has supported the area for years. And one of the key rooms is the Catherine Matthews Conference Room. And we'll take a look inside and see how flexible this can be. Okay, we're now in the Matthews Room. And again, this is smaller of the two conference rooms, but it's more of a board type setting. And you can see it's nice open airy space, plenty of light from the windows. There's one big board table, and there's another table in the back, so this can be configured any way that's needed. Swing around. We've just started putting some pictures on the wall of our high school council and corporate volunteer council activity. And we'll get a look from the back of the room so you can see the multimedia capabilities. Okay, we're in the back of the Matthews Room now, looking towards the front. And again, there's the conference table. And both conference rooms have full multimedia capability. This room has a teleconferencing system in case someone has to attend the meeting virtually. And in the front of the room, there's a large screen TV, which has internet access, computer access. Basically, any type of multimedia that you would need can be accessed through the TV. So this is the Catherine Matthews Room. It's the first of two conference rooms. And nonprofit groups in the Valley can go to our website and reserve it for their use. This is the main entrance at the end of the long corridor to the Raymond P. Levites conference room, which is the larger of the two rooms. And Ray Levites was the person who made the very first conference room, the old United Way office, possible, not only with a donation of money, but also his own work. Ray came in and designed a lot of the space and even installed a lot of the pictures that were on the walls at that time. So we'll take a look inside the Raymond P. Levites conference room. All right, we're inside the Levites conference room. And again, this is designed to be more flexible. There is, again, AV through an LCD projector, and there is sound along with that as well. Pan around, you can see the portrait of Raymond P. Levites. Zoom in on that for a second. And this room has portable tables and chairs, so it's designed to be very flexible and configured in many different ways. But again, it's great space for meetings, training, etc. We'll swing around and get a look at the back from the front side. It's a view of the room looking from the front. Again, there's plenty of space. Tables and chairs can be changed as needed. There is a nice light source in the back of the room, so again, makes the room feel very comfortable, light and airy. It's a little bigger than previous conference rooms and a little bit more comfortable. These are the additional workstations. As I said, the Valley Council is based in one. There's space right here for an intern or campaign workers when we have volunteers. And that area is our printing and mailing area right behind. To our left, there's another room that was built by Fletcher Thompson, and again with a lot of help from Emmett O'Brien, and that's a storage area. There are 6 classrooms in this corridor, And eventually, we hope that all of them will be occupied by different groups. At the current time, the registrar of voters is in the room at the far left at the end of the hall. And the City of Shelton's IT director has a space. But the other 4 classrooms are available. And again, we hope to see them fully occupied, hopefully not in the distant future. So that's United Way's new home. We're very grateful to all the funders and all the volunteers who work so hard to make this happen. As we said at the beginning, it would take a lot of sweat equity to make this happen, but there were a lot of great people, great organizations who did make it happen. Special thanks, of course, to Fletcher Thompson, because they're the ones who had the vision and designed this and then provided a lot of the legwork to make it happen. So we hope that we'll be here for many years and provide a great service to the community, and at the same time be saving a lot of funds that can be used directly for services.